find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. This defense for the Bears, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
50 Vikings, 50 Vikings.
On the RPO, that's complete right side. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before they take it down. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
And let's face it, that we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch. A lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker, and the Bears are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it, he saw the numbers weak.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. This pass on target, Velus Jones with it. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of the first as that leads to fourth down. Fourth down, so they send out Trenton Gill. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it will be Vikings ball, first and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Dominique Robinson in there to bury him for a loss of 11. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
70 Rangers.
They'll look to throw here. Under pressure, and they got to him again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy, either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Fields on first down. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Vikings nothing. Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. Big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
18, Pioneers, Warriors, 17.
They're going to look to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. The Vikings are 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Hey, check that. Street.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings. And they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Finding Hawkinson here on the out route. Ooh, the juke. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that earns them a fresh set of downs.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Madison will take this into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. On 1st down, Fields. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. A perfect example right there, Charles, of why they love this rookie runner.
And think about how the NFL and the college games are meshing together more and more. You don't have to go to the NFL and learn a new set.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On play action, Fields. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this one is incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Could be four-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That's what I see so far in this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
They're going for it with the option right. The 20. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Hands it off out of the gun. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Off play action, Fields. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
Alex Leatherwood, the Alabama man, called for the penalty there. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for third and goal. Now Fields. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense after the play he just made.
Toronto's kick is up and through, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So we reach halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Now a first down throw. Fields steps away to his left. Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
And it's a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So it looked like a good opening drive to start this third quarter, but ultimately it's going to be an unfruitful one as they give it away on the fumble.
Yeah, the way they were moving it, you figured they were in good position to take the lead, but they sure picked a bad time to be lackadaisical with the football. They wound up giving it away.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 8. They'll let this go for the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. I mean, if anybody is still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard at doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Now it's Fields off the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
From the 29, Fields. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun. Fields. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And the Bears are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
If this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen, here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw. And nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a first and goal.
Fields now to throw. His pass caught at the 4. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
A 4-yard gain brings up second and goal. At the 4-yard line.
Second down and goal. Fields. Touchdown. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bears are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play you would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first and 10. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
And I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Give him a couple on the carry there, second and 8.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
They pitch it out to Cook. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Looking to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Here's Fields. Forced out to his left. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Play action. It's Fields. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's Fields. Completion here to Claypool. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Bears! Chase Claypool. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Bears have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Bears 23.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers. Anyone who's going to lay down a block, don't let there be penetration, because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the play.
Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the 1st half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
it looks like he'll throw here. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Cook now off the read option. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it. Now 1st and 10 at the 11. He'll look to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Joseph on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Lewis C. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 42-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers